Agbana. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Red Shield Rentals versus Nadira Hope.
David Fantier on behalf of the plaintiff.
Is she here?
Hello,
There she is. Hello, Miss Hope. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. All right.
I think we're about to change that, Your Honor. This is a case
Why?
that I've been dreading all week. We actually found out from SOS last Friday that her case was denied because she received ESG earlier and she received barrier busters earlier. So she's at the 3,000 ESG limit and she's at the $5,000 county limit. I spoke to Kara Painter at SOS and I requested that they appeal that directly to the county.
All right, guys, welcome to today's video. This courtroom case opens with immediate tension. As the plaintiff's attorney admits, he's been dreading this hearing all week. The reason becomes clear fast. Every possible emergency housing fund has already been exhausted. Appeals were filed, denied, and denied again. Despite weeks of effort, the reality is stark. The court is staring down a potential eviction with no financial safety net left, setting the stage for a deeply emotional clash.
And they did that not once, but twice. And Kristen at the county denied it. I actually had a very nice conversation with Ms. Hope to see if we could come up with anything else. I've also got a call into, since the county can't help, even with new funds, because there's that county limit, I reached out to the state to see if maybe they could stretch the MISHDA funding. Ms. Hope and I had a very nice conversation Friday, trying to go over all possibilities. Because I think the last thing any of us want to do is evict Ms. Hope. So that's where we are right now. Like I said, I know we've been trying to work with her. You've been very gracious to both parties. And anyway, I'll leave. Ms. Hope, you want to add anything?
So I have been waiting for Social Security disability to get back in touch with me since December. And it still says in the online system that they received my information in December and it's still in reconsideration. So I reached out to an attorney last week to help with the disability case. And so on Tuesday, I had a meeting with an attorney and they're going to move forward with helping me get the funds through Social Security disability or at least trying to get my application pushed through there. So that's one thing that is moving at least in the right direction. And so also because my medications were making it extremely difficult for me to earn any income because of all the side effects. I have stopped taking my medications just so that I can.
No.
I have to keep the lights on. I have to keep food in the fridge. You know, I don't have any good options.
And I told her the same thing. I told her.
Miss Hope. First sec.
Your Honor, I told her the same thing. I told her to talk to her doctor.
Mr. Fantera, I don't want to hear from you right now. Miss Hope.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to take your medication. I don't want you stopping that.
I don't know what else is in my power to do because I have obligations, you know, I need money to live.
I know. but you got to live to need the money, right?
It's
So you
all,
got to take your medication.
At this moment, the case takes a shocking turn. The tenant reveals she stopped taking her prescribed medication because the side effects made it impossible to earn income. The courtroom freezes. The judge cuts in sharply, alarmed not just by the legal issue, but by the human cost behind it. This isn't about paperwork anymore. It's about survival choices, health, and the dangerous trade-offs people make when pushed into desperation.
How much is owing?
$5,352.
And so,
yes, sir.
a while back, what did I tell you?
Not to lose hope.
That's right. I'm never sure why things happen the way that they happen. I really am not. I'm just going to tell you this, Miss Hope. And there was a point this week that I was thinking about you, and because you're always in my prayers every day. So,
Thank you.
but I was thinking about you particularly, and a, s- a statement that what my mom used to tell me, um, and my grandfathers, and they came from my grandfathers, and that is, sometimes you got to make a way out of no way. I don't know what that always means, but I know that's what has to happen here. So, first thing is,
The judge pauses and reflects as the full amount owed is stated, over $5,000. Instead of moving toward eviction, he shifts the tone entirely. Drawing on personal wisdom, he makes it clear that this case will not end today. The courtroom feels a pivot, from procedure to purpose. The judge signals that he's prepared to step in, slow everything down, and search for a way forward where none seems to exist.
I want you to make sure that you're taking your medication. Okay. Second thing, we've called everywhere, and I'm going to adjourn this out, and we're gonna figure out something. It's not happening this way. And so, will you promise me you'll get back on your medications?
It's a hard promise to make, Your Honor.
I know, but
I have to provide for my child, and I can't do that if I'm in pain and asleep all day.
okay, all right. Then I'll leave it this way. I guess I can't force anybody to take it, and you're the best one to judge that. So I'll leave that there, but I don't want you, for financial reasons, not to do that. I understand the other obligations, and you'll have to weigh and balance that. Um, I'm going to give 2 dates here on this case. Is Mr. Fantera the same on the 5th and 12th?
is at 9 o'clock on the 5th and 12th.
I'm going to set this for 2 hearings, the 5th, and also the 12th of May. I'll do this over the objection of plaintiff if they were going to seek judgment today, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I was not.
All right. And Mr. Frantera, I didn't mean to yell at you. I just,
No, that's
and
fine.
I appreciate your efforts, but,
And I'm going to continue, Your Honor. My concern is that, and Amy can hear what I'm going to say. Ms. Hope, this should have been dealt with 2 months ago, because they knew then that she had already gotten that. And had that happened, the number would have been a lot lower, and we might have been able to piecemeal money together from other agencies. So that was the basis of me having SOS Kara Painter, Kara's been great. Going back to Kristen, basically saying this should not have been handled the way it was handled. Please override that. So maybe the court can do something.
Mr. Frantera, I'll tell you this. I don't tend to get involved in those things, but I realize also that the payment and other things are part of this. They have become part of the court process. So, Mr. Frantera, if you need me to talk to somebody on this case, because I think you're right, had it been taken care, we'd be dealing with a different amount, and we would have a molehill instead of a mountain. So, if you need me to you know how to reach me, you get through to Miss Tang, I'm there. We're going to make this happen.
The person, I'm told by Kara, and maybe Amy can tell me, that the person making this decision at OCED is Kristen Kunis, that it's her decision to make, and that she declined not once but twice to override both the 3,000 ESG limit and the $5,000 county limit. So I would imagine that anything needs to go back through her.
Send Miss Tang an email indicating that it's on this case. Yep. And that if the court sees fit, that the court needs to make a call and talk to Miss Kunis. I'll be more than happy to do that.
I just want to make sure that my conversation is not going to be an ex parte communication. I'm just going to email Miss Tang that exact information.
Just email Miss Tang, and now that Miss Hope knows that you're going to do that, if you just send a copy to her, that's fine. I'm going to do what I got to do.
And I'm going to continue dealing with the state in the hope that I'm going to be dealing with Alice at DHS in the hope that the state can waive whatever limits they've got to try to help Miss Hope on this one also. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I just want you to know that.
Miss Hope, anything else you want to say, ma'am?
No, just thank you both.
What did I tell you? You don't give up until I tell you to give up. You know, everything my mama ever told me was prophetic, and it was always right. So we're going to find a way to make a way out of no way. All right?
All right.
All right. Miss Hope, you take care of yourself. And as I always tell you, I want you worried about you and your child. I don't want you worried about this. We'll somehow or another we'll get this. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
God bless you.
Red Shield Rentals.
In the final moments, the judge delivers a powerful closing message. He urges the tenant not to give up, reminding her that her only focus should be herself and her child, not fear or deadlines. With compassion and resolve, he promises the court will keep fighting to find a solution. The hearing ends not with a ruling, but with hope. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.